football. It's a little bridge over there. Man, can't see shit, Lord. There we go. Basketball courts. And then there is the splash pads. And then, I hope these people are way outside. There's no expectation of privacy in public. I'm going to go ahead and walk. I'm going to park down at the main portion. And then we can walk. So these are all the pavilions. And then I'll explain the pricing once we have them. Everything over here is free to use. So there are batting cages. There are batting cages down there. There is a baseball field, and then there's a soccer field. So none of this stuff is for our exclusive use, with the exception of the pavilions if we rent them. I'm gonna just take my key and let the car roll. Oh, let's see. No, come on. It's on lock since I have my key with me. Okay, so overall, it's a really pretty park. It's hot as shit, but it's Texas, so that's to be expected. The feather grass really do be given Texas for sure. So this pavilion is $58 an hour. We will have to rent it for 2 3-hour segments, and it comes inclusive of the use of the grill, which obviously we don't need. But I do like the fact that it does have plenty of seating. Somebody's here, so we're gonna be quiet, but it does also have a lot of outlets too. Four on each wall, so that's 4, 8, 12, 16, 24, and 28 outlets. So that's good. Plenty of space now. I'm talking lower because somebody's out here. I don't know what they got going out here. Hopefully they fix that. You can't rent those tables are not for rent. It's really just first come, first serve. But I do like the fact that there's this little covered area, because technically we could put like a tent out there if we so chose to. So there's those. So the pavilion rental will come with all of these. It's supposed to be 96 seats. And I guess we could like put food like up here or something. I don't know, friends. Let me see. So has more tables. That's 1, 2, 3 other ones. And then the fields. There's a jogging trail and more tables. And just a lot of space out here. If inflatables were something that we wanted to do, we could. And plenty of outlets for the I want an ice cream freezer. We'll talk about that if we haven't already by the time y'all see this. But the concern is just making sure there's enough space and outlets for fans. Because there's no fans in there, but there's plenty of outlets for it. So we'll be able to, I'll come and bring something just to double check closer to the event to make sure that the outlets are actually working. But it's enough outlets for literally anything we chose to do. Okay, so now on this side, so these are the other pavilions that we can rent. And y'all can let me know if you think it would be worthwhile. I think it would. So the next pavilion for rent, there's the bathrooms and the fountain, more space. I really like these playgrounds because they got like the soft stuff on that, so ain't nobody scraping knees and all that shit. It's just a really pretty park. Okay, so this is the playground pavilion. This is $50 for 3 hours, I believe. So we have to rent it for 6 hours, but it comes with all of these as well. So this whole entire pavilion will be us. So that's another, how many seats? 4, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, another 32 seats over here. So I don't actually think we would even need to rent any more tables or anything like that. But technically speaking, we could put tables and tents or wherever all over here. And then these are the big kids playground, and then the splash pad. And the splash pad also has outlets as well. So we would just have to decide if we want the first splash pad or this one. But I'm cool with this one over here. But what are your thoughts on like this splash pad out here? Like, so we would have this pavilion and that one down there. So basically all the pavilions on this side would just be us.
Me?
Huh?
Oh, I love it.
And now technically we get that pavilion as well because it's closer. Well, actually, no, I'm not even sure if that one is included. I think it might be.
That right there would be a big hit, this playground.
I think these smaller ones might be the ones that I can rent. So that one and that one. So I would rent both of those. This playground one and that one. If I can rent them all, I'll rent them all. If they allow me to, then or you guys may just have to rent some so they don't feel like I'm monopolizing the entire park. So we all rent a couple of pavilions and let that be it. Because it's not that we don't have exclusive. Yes, I love this soft playground stuff. We won't have exclusive use of the park, but it's the only thing other people can get out of these tables, and you know that should kind of minimize everybody else's usage of the park. But there's plenty to do. So yes, I like this one. Even though we might be able to use the space at the hotel, I still feel like this is worth any money that we spend on it. So the prices. It's $50 for 3 hours at those small pavilions. This one right here, this bigger one, I'm not entirely sure because I didn't see that listed separately on the website, but I'll call them and find out if that's also $50 for 3 hours. So we will have to get it for the 6-hour block, which means $100 for each pavilion. If that bigger one is included in it, then that would be $300 for all the pavilions over there. And then this is $58 an hour. So for 6 hours, it would be $348. So basically $648 for the pavilions. And then I don't know that I would really need to put a fan over by the area over there, like where the splash pad is, because I feel like it'll already be cool enough over there. I primarily just wanted the fans for the older people. So over here would be the food. And actually, we can probably have a food tent because, you know, I got that big, what's it called? Maybe we can just set the food up separately, like off of the property. So that way we can be able to kind of like make it so that the line can kind of go around the thing. Well, we'll figure out a way to like rope it off a little bit so that people can kind of be guided to where they need to go. Exactly. Or even if we set up the tent like right here and then make it so that people can like line up on the sidewalk, like because there's shade all down here, so it's not like they'll be standing in the shade. Well, I don't know, who knows, whatever, that part I don't know. I don't know, but we'll figure out something. But I think we can probably do that without having to sacrifice too much space over there for the tables. That way we can be able to have the ice cream freezer underneath that pavilion along with the fans. And if we don't have to worry about the food getting cold, we can actually get like 4 fans, one for each corner of the pavilion. Okay, y'all, that's that.